Kambabuulireko Shina home bye yagambye. Omwana oli owa European banter yagambye mbu men were brought on earth to make money, build houses and go to war. The rest of you that are out here on Snapchat and TikTok pouting. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're going to be talking about episode 4, season 3 of Kampala Creme. Speaking of season 3, someone actually told me that we are still in season 2. I didn't know. Me, I thought we were in season 3. I thought every time they take a break, that is season done. They come back with a new season. That is what I thought. So that is why I keep calling it season 1, 2, and now currently season 3. But if you are in season 2, I don't even know what number of episode this is. So if you guys let me know that specific number, maybe I could change to call. No, but I like calling it season 3. It just makes more sense. So yeah, season 3, episode 4 of Kampala Creme. Also, before we get into the review, I just want to clarify, yeah, on my recent review of Kampala Creme, which was episode 3, a lot of people, most people were coming out to say, oh, leave Umrah alone, Umrah this, Umrah that, Umrah's income, da, da, da. So I just wanted to address that entire situation and my honest opinion about it. Me, when I'm watching Kampala Creme, I don't have favorites when I'm watching the show, yeah? I am a huge fan of the show itself, Kampala Creme. So whoever they bring to the show becomes my business. And what I say about them and my opinions on them changes based off what they bring to the table in that particular episode, yeah? If in this episode someone is being nice, I will say they are being nice. In the next episode, if they do something trash, I will say it is trash, okay? So there's no, oh, you're a fan of Umrah Munji, you hate Umrah Munji, you hate Mami Deb, you hate Aisha. No, I have no particular feelings towards them until I see them on the show. So my judgment of them is solely based off the things they do in the episode on the show. Without further ado, let's get into the review. So we're going to start off with that dinner that Umrah Munji had with Shina home. If you're not caught up yet, Umrah Munji was invited by Mami Deb for a separate plate because apparently Mami Deb wanted to get to know more about Umrah Munji. Things didn't go as planned. Things ended badly. They went south. Shina home ends up going to Mami Deb's house. They have a conversation about the entire thing. And Shina home is like, you know what? I need to know both sides of the story. So she ends up inviting Umrah Munji for dinner. Now, at this dinner, Umrah Munji said something and I was like, whoa! At this dinner, Umrah Munji said that Mami Deb is actually two-faced. She said Mami Deb by her face is biddy. She said the Mami Deb we see on screen of Kampala Creme is different from the Mami Deb that deals with people when the cameras are off. And I'm watching her say these things and I'm like, I mean, it could be true. It could be true that the Mami Deb on Kampala Creme is putting on a persona and that Mami Deb in real life is a very different person. I don't know that because I have no idea what goes on behind the scenes of the show. As a viewer of the show, as a fan of the show, there is not much I can do with that information because first of all, it's just something you're saying. It's not something I've seen. There's nothing to back it up. And her backup was like, even she had issues with Tanya because of this, when they're on camera, they are so friendly, but when the cameras are off, she's a totally different person. And that could be true, okay? That could be true. And I'm just going to say this, yeah? To a certain extent, I would say that I feel like everyone is putting on a little bit of a show because, I mean, the cameras are watching, okay? You're going to do something. You're going to be more composed. You're going to be more like, you know what you're doing. It's not like they've thrown you somewhere. You don't know that a camera is watching. You know because you see the camera. So you're going to be ready for anything that is going to come and you know how to act, like you're more composed when there are cameras. And when the cameras turn off, you could, loosen up and be a little bit free to do or say whatever you want because when the cameras are on, you know that people are going to be watching these things and they're going to judge you for them. What I don't agree with, if Mami Deb on camera, she's all smiley and everything, and when the cameras turn off, she's like, we are going imposi. Like that is now different behavior. But again, I will never know. We shall never know because we are not there when these things are being shot, okay? I'm a bit conflicted because I don't know who to believe. I don't know if Umra Mrunji is just being spiteful because Mommy Deb did something wrong to her, because she would have said this earlier on. I don't know if she's trying to be spiteful or if she's telling the truth. I guess we'll never know. Anyway, moving on. Michael is back. Michael is back. Michael is back. Michael is back on Kampala Creme. Thank you for hearing my prayers, the gods of Kampala Creme. Michael is back. One thing is, I like Michael. Okay, everyone knows that is common knowledge that I like Michael. I enjoy watching Michael. One of the reasons I really do love Michael is because he's very unintentionally funny. I love people who are not trying to be funny, but are the funniest person in the room, and that is Michael. One thing, I have an issue with Michael. That the only issue I have with Michael is that I have this love-hate relationship with him. I love him because he's very funny. I hate watching him because he always reminds me how broke I am. Every time I'm watching Michael, it is a constant reminder that I need to work hard, which is not a bad thing. It is a good thing, but I hate that. He reminds me that I am so badly off financially. He reminds me that I need to get out of this car and go and make money. He reminds me that I have done nothing in life so far. He reminds me that I don't know any rich people apart from Michael. Yeah. So yeah, Michael is back in typical Michael behavior. After not seeing him for all this time, I see him for the first time and he's spending money. He's buying cars. And I'm watching this entire thing like, God, are you not like, what is... I mean, I'm hopeful, but like, when? Please. I'm tired of waiting. Okay. Also, Mommy Deb, the prayer you prayed, like, I need that. Like, I need the exact words, the exact donation. Like, I need everything now. Like, I need it now because I think it's gonna help me. It's gonna change my life. I need it. So Michael bought a car. I have no idea what car it is. I'm just gonna put a video for you guys because I don't know anything about cars. I have no idea what car it is. Era wembagamba mbambali imbye kubanze simanyi. Okitegera zekyemmanyi emmotoka ya bbeeyi baagigwidde Mami Deb era episode ejja tugenda gimulabamu ng'agivuga. I'd even forgotten to tell you guys the most interesting bit about the entire car situation, yeah? Apparently, Mami Deb was supposed to get the car earlier on, but she didn't because she did something wrong or she annoyed the husband, Michael. Okay, and Michael was like, no, I'm not going to get this car for her. But then she later on apologized. And he now has got the car for her. Do you guys understand that? Like, is your mind registering what I just said? Yeah? For you, when you annoy your man, your boyfriend, your husband, he doesn't buy food at home. For her, they are just not getting her a car upgrade. So, yeah. All right. So, moving on. Congratulations to Zahara Toto. She is now officially an aviator. I don't know the difference between an aviator and a pilot. Is there a difference between an aviator and a pilot? I think they both fly planes. Do they fly different planes? I don't know. So she's a graduate, so does that make her eligible to fly a plane? I don't know. Is she going to start flying planes? I don't know. But she's a graduate, and congratulations to DJ Zato. I saw someone on Twitter asking about how that is going to help in her DJing career, and I'm like, oh no, it's actually muleka, so maybe nabi ayagala. Muleke oba yagala soma kuvuga nyonyi oyinza obeera ngo ina jogena n'otuuka mu nyonyi nga Zato yagirimye yagivuga. So let her do whatever she wants to do. She's still young. Yeah, she's still young. She's a youth, so she still has time to do everything she wants to do with her life. Speaking of Zahara Toto, yeah, whoever, I don't know if it's one person, I don't know if there's one person that tailors all the clothes for the season, or but whoever, the team that is in charge of tailoring the dresses this season, come to the front. Yeah, especially in the confectionery outfits. Yeah, Mami Deb's confectionery outfits. Even Zahara Toto this season, her confectionery outfits. Did you guys see that orange dress? Yeah, yes. That orange dress, yes, I like. Shina Holmes' dress? Shina Holmes' dresses? Yeah, yes. Now, we're going to move on to one of the most interesting characters, one of the people that I find interesting on Kampala Creme, Shina Holmes. You people, some people call Shina Holmes delusional, but I think Shina Holmes, and I've said this before, she's someone who knows what she wants and she's not willing to settle any less. She's not willing to settle for any less Like, she knows this is what I want, this is what I deserve, and I'm not even going to speak to a man that is not willing to give me this. First of all, Ugandan men, yabavako. Tayagala, she doesn't want anything to do with Ugandan men. Shina home. Let me tell you guys what Shina home said. Kambabulireko Shina home yagambye. Omwana oli owa European banter yagambye mbu men were brought on earth to make money, build houses, and go to war. The rest of you that are out here on Snapchat and TikTok pouting, tetumanche muliko. First of tetumanche muliko. Because as a man, why are you on Snapchat? As a man, what are you doing on Snapchat? What are you doing in filters as a man? As a man, what are you doing on TikTok? What do you mean you're doing TikTok trends? As a man, what do you mean you're dancing on TikTok? What do you mean? Like, what do you mean? Like, tell us. Chovola abasajja bannayuganda boy abavaako tanyumya nabo kasala omusajja n'ombuuza yeggwana nagayinza ezziwa awo wakoma okwogera naawe kati ng'oggyeko ekyo kambabulire ekirala Shina home kye yagambye nze oli omwana namuvuddeko. She said she wants a man that is going to give her $10,000 per month as monthly allowance just for looking nice, just for being his partner. Didn't even bother calculating to change the rates because I was gonna nabadde ngenda gweddalu ekyo nenkireka bwe kikyomanyi omutwalo gwa $1 omwana gwasuubira buli mwezi okuva mu musajja. Ekyokubiri, Shina home once yaziise vacation homes. But she says she wants to be able to have like homes in different parts of the world. So when she goes to vacation, she can easily go to those homes. She doesn't have to go and say, but you know what? I feel like she knows people will call her delusional. You guys can call her delusional all you want. But me, I just think she's someone who knows what she wants. And she's not willing to settle for less. She wants a luxurious life. She wants a very soft life. She wants consistency. She wants financial security. Yay! Yeah, and she's not willing to settle for less. And you know, we live in a society, especially here in Uganda, where women are told to be realistic, to settle for less. And for people who live in such a society, we will look at her expectations as too loud. But that doesn't mean they're unrealistic. They are very real because there are people who treat their women like that. Okay? So, she's not delusional. Kakati nga wembagame, nti Uganda boy abeesonyiwa, alinayo Musudani we. She has her South Sudanese man from Juba. Ekyo kati ngendo komako sina kirala kyengenda bongerako. Kubanga nze sina kirala kyemmanyi. Tweyongereyo. Moving on to lastly but not least, my baby Pimacash. I wanted to do Pimacash last because I don't want to get too emotional because I was very emotional watching her yesterday. But you know what? I'm over it and I'm just going to give you guys exactly what happened. Pimacash, like we all know, she's a mom of 2. Her ex-boyfriend, I don't know, but they were together. Ex-husband, I'm going to say, is currently in rehab. And she's currently doing everything on her own. And it's not easy for someone to come on TV, on national TV, and air out their business like Pimacash did. And I commend her for that because I don't think I could ever. So I commend her for even having the strength to have that conversation with us and, you know, be open to judgment because obviously people are going to judge, okay? A time came where she wasn't able to financially support her life and her 2 kids because she's an influencer. She's always up and down, doing this, doing that. And a time came when she wasn't able to do that, to be there for her kids financially and maybe even emotionally. So she had to let go of the kids and give them to her sister. Yeah, so that she could go back to the drawing board and grind and be able to support her family and herself at the end of the day. And it was just emotional watching because I understand, like most people, like I feel like most people, even those that were not raised by single mothers, most people understand the single mom struggle. So yeah, I'm just happy that she was able to be open with us about that part of her life. She was able to be vulnerable and, you know, give us a little bit of insight. And, you know, it was so strong of her to be able to do that. And I just wish all the best for Pimacash. anything I have not talked about, because I feel like, what else is there to talk about, guys? Don't you think that is all? I think that is all. But next episode, I see you. I see you. I like it. Okay, so I'm very excited for next episode because I already saw the preview. Okay, like we all did, and I'm very excited for next episode. I think that is all, guys. If there's anything you feel I have left out and you watch the show, let me know. Let us know in the comment section. Also, thank you guys for those that depend on me, to know everything about Kampala Creme. I hope I am doing you guys justice, because sometimes I can never talk never kumulamwa, but please forgive me. I always try and come back kumulamwa. Okay, so yeah, I think I'm gonna end episode 4 there, and I'll see you guys in the next. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, please. I'll see you guys in the next video. Adios. Mwah.